Thanks for staying with us. So, security expert and the former Lagos State Commissioner of Police, Fatai Owoseni, is joining us. Good morning, sir. Are you there?
Hello. Good morning. I'm here.
Good to have you on the show. Right. Let's go right into this issue of hashtag #SARS that is trending over the entire country. Now, many people are saying that we should get them off the streets completely, or in fact, totally ban them. In your position, is that the right approach to do at this time?
I overheard your discussion before I joined the program. In the first instance, that unit was created for a purpose. And what was the purpose then? It is supposed to serve as a unit to be used for high-risk operations. It's like a SWAT team. It's like a specialized unit. And of course, it started at the federal level. It's supposed to be the anti-robbery section of the Force Criminal Investigation Department, and that is why they call it Federal SARS. It's supposed to be a referral unit, in which case, if the state commands are investigating very serious cases like robbery, high-profile kidnapping that cut across different states, they're supposed to refer such cases to the Federal Special Anti-Robbery Squad, which is suspected to be equipped for such operation. So at a point in time, the unit gets proliferated into each of the police state commands, having a special anti-robbery squad. And one thing we must know is that it is just a minority part of this unit that have been involved in extra legal means to approach to their work. The Special Anti-Robbery Squad as a unit have actually performed creditably well. So all what we're having now is just a matter of the police leadership looking inward to strengthen the internal oversight mechanism of the Nigeria police and make sure that all the units of the police work within the ambit of the extant rules and regulations that sets them up. Once you have this, all these vices will stop.
Okay.
SARS is not we've not specialized in the Nigeria police. Every policeman wearing uniform has an element of SARS in him, just like every policeman has an element of what the members of the public call MOPO. They are supposed to go there, work for a period of time, and demobbed to another section. But because we've not been keeping to the extant rules and regulations, you now have situations where some officers have perpetuated themselves in that unit.
Okay.
And we're also talking of a country where violence is the order of the day, starting from the leadership. So where you have violence permeates the society, and you are talking of a reformation of the police without also getting the people to be reformed, you will not get any result. There are, in those days, when crimes were just about stealing bicycles. But you have situations now where the people that will come and attack you are well prepared. The sophistication applied to the commission of crimes now sometimes demand that you should have such specialized unit. The violence permeating the society such that even when you go for arrest, you would see these young people attack the law enforcement officers. And when you have such a thing, these fellows too somehow must defend themselves. So what I'm saying in effect is that it is both ways. If we are reorientating the police, we must also work on the value system of the nation.
All right.
So that both the society and the law enforcement institutions would be would be reformed together.
Okay.
So I hear you, sir, and thank you for taking us back to the genesis of how SARS was created. But from what you're saying, we shouldn't expect to see SARS on the road. That's on one side. And on another side is what many Nigerians have issues with is the profiling, is the fact that you see anybody with 2 phones and with a laptop or with a bag of money and you suspect the person, and the abuse of the uniform and the guns that they have into threatening people. Who can we hold accountable when that happens? Because currently you mentioned that it is the non-implementation of the excess laws. The laws are already there, but it's not implemented. In developed countries, the IG would resign if an innocent person was shot by a SARS member that should not be on the road. There will be some heads rolling, and that will give Nigerians comfort that, there's something has been done, there's confidence. So at this point, what can be done to restore the confidence of Nigerians in SARS, and should they even be on the road since they are supposed to be like a high-ranking special investigative team?
That already exists in the Nigeria Police Force. That is why you have the HEX squad and the different monitoring teams. And that is why we are calling for a strengthening of the internal oversight mechanism. You are saying that, for every situation where you have cases like that, the Inspector General of Police should resign. Let me tell you, I'm not just in defense of the Nigeria Police Force. The Nigeria Police Force, the officers and men carry the burden of the society. That is an institution that has no voice. And that is why we're saying that when you have such cases, do an auditing process. What has led to it? It is unacceptable for people to use extra legal means to conduct their duties. Even when you talk of policemen or law enforcement officers being on the road, it is not to go and form road blockages. It is to have observation points, to have pin down points. And when you have that, once there is a good communication network, it is only when they are called to say, there is an highway robber or something has happened, a car is being used, that they go onto that road, do a blockage. Immediately after the operation, they withdraw back to their observation points. But you have a situation where everybody just put the burden on the police. You create such units, you create a police without the wherewithal to perform the responsibilities. If you take everyone on the road, it's not just about SARS now. If you are saying take SARS off the road, you are saying take the policemen off the road. I must also tell you, being an insider, some of the guys you see on the road that they call SARS are not even SARS. These are creations of some divisional police officers, some other institutions that are not even police. You see a situation now that every security institution that is created have turned to using T-shirts. And what they write there, it is either they will write Mopo or they will write Gallant. But because the police is the Coca-Cola of this country, you want to buy a Sprite, you want to buy a Pepsi, you will say Coca-Cola. So it is easy for everyone to say, it's the police, to say it is the SARS. And because that institution has no voice.
Okay, let me go on.
It is high time that they give the institution a voice as well. Okay. Because when you create special tactical teams like that, there must be tools for them to perform their responsibilities.
We'll come to that after this break, sir. Let me go on a quick break.
So the police leadership must look inward.
All right, let's go on a quick break. We'll come back and continue this conversation. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Thanks for staying with us. So we did contact Shega Links. Shega he was supposed to be here. He did assure us he'll be here, but for whatever reason, we've been trying to reach him. We can't get to him. But we still have with us the former Commissioner of Police in Lagos State, Fatai Owoseni. You wanted to say something?
Yes. So you mentioned, sir, in your analogy that the police does not have enough tools to be able to perform their functions. And I am worried and asking myself, is that the reason for the extortion that they do on the road? And I know that over the years, the police have, complained that they are not paid properly. They talked about their remuneration. Shouldn't they have, presented their case to the federal government? Why does the innocent citizens have to suffer for this?
Can I go ahead?
Go ahead, sir.
You see, when people talk of extortion, and they make the police the subject, you have a society where corruption is endemic. The only reason that everyone talks about the police is that's like the commonest set of people you see on the road, because they deal with the members of the public at the low level. It is a fact that corruption is endemic in this country. Yeah. That is not a justification for police to go and extort on the road. Lack of tools is also not a justification. People must live up to a certain level of integrity, especially when you are in a law enforcement institution. So I'm not justifying that with any reason. Yeah. But we must move from that level where everyone see the police as the main point when it comes to corruption. And people would think we are just making this defense. Which aspect, which institution in this country can you talk of that? Is it because some people sit down inside the office and extort money? It's because you see these fellows on the road. And that is why I say that when you have an institution that is being so gagged, a constable, a corporal, a sergeant cannot come out to say this is what he faces. We must have a situation where right from the leadership of the police, they must be able to speak truth to the political leadership, to the political authority.
Yes. Okay.
Every society will get a police that it deserves. We must have a situation where the rank and files must be able to speak to the authority of the Inspector General of Police or the Commissioner of Police. You would be sorry for the police if you say they should set up a truth commission where everybody would be protected from actually saying what they go through.
Let me pause you for a second, sir, because I have so many questions for you this morning.
You want to do. When the measures that come out, they are linked with the political interest of whoever that is in power.
Okay.
So that is also not enough to justify corruption.
All right, let me take this call, sir. I have a call from Chijoke. Chijoke, are you there?
Okay.
Hello?
Chijoke, go ahead, please. You're live.
Yeah. Good morning. It has been long that I tried to get him on phone, but thank God I get him today.
Yes.
Because I'm always watching that program every blessed day. I know the fella.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Chijoke. That issue. It's getting too much. If you went to the office to change that, if you enter those people's cells, see how their cell will be. See how they are suffering people. See how they got people like stockfish inside your cell. Whether you commit anything or you don't commit anything, they will tell you and go and pay 500,000. Can you imagine say, just because of say, somebody came to my shop when Nigeria was playing ball. I don't know that all those guys, they are cut guys, as they're watching ball. Before you know, those guys left. On the road, they can't go hold them with God, they say they are cut boys. Can you imagine say, by the end of the day, I just was surprised. The guy just boy came, come to my shop again, come and pick me. I spent almost 200,000 naira for what I did not know.
Oh.
They suffered me just for shopping. That money, I sold my property just to make sure I get out from that place because that's their sale there, more than hellfire. And not only that, if you go to this hour of Ragiri now, from Awara to Ragiri roundabout, you go see more than 10 ticket points for this. They are collecting money from each bus. From here to here, 200 naira, from here to here, 100 naira, from here to here, 200 naira. Police are collecting money like that. They are selling paper on the road. All these things are supposed to stop. Because we are somebody this. Drivers, we are supposed to enter 200 naira. They will say at 300. Because of how they are going to police. Please, not going to the government.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Sir, let me come to Mariam on this.
Question.
What question did he ask?
He said that the police, cult boys came to his shop, and because they came to the shop, they came to arrest him. The cult boys had gone, and he spent over 200,000 naira trying to free himself from the situation. So
now, what are the rules? Sir, let me ask you this question. What are the rules of engagement when we see an operative from either SARS or police, either on the road, they come to your shop, they come to your house? what exactly, how do we engage them? And what are they supposed to do when they see us?
There are, yes, there are mechanisms to redress the kind of situation that the gentleman that just made that call. There are mechanisms to redress such situation. It is the duty of the police to open up and let everyone knows how to address situations like this. But when you are in this climb, let us say the truth. People may not accept where criminals are glorified, where the young people think the easiest way to be recognized is through crimes. When you don't have a situation, a country where people even know what their civic obligations are, you would have situations like this. I watched a BBC documentary where a fellow who, thank God he was given amnesty, said that, look, I knew I committed murder. I joined people in killing 2 persons. But I don't see any reason why I should be sent to jail. It's because the police is bad. They said we robbed. We did not rob, but we killed. That's the kind of country you have.
Wow.
That is why I say in every society, there must be a balance. The police must live above board. The leadership must strengthen the internal oversight mechanism. The external oversight mechanism that we have are more or less politicized. You have a police service commission that should handle disciplinary matters of the Nigeria police force. It's that commission is a product of a minority commission of 1957. And it was put there that when you want to put members there, they should be apolitical, should not belong to any political parties or whatever. They shouldn't have any affiliation. But in practice now, what you have is different. Yeah. So even when cases are taken there, you can see some influence of people in order to truncate justice. Okay. Nigeria needs to sit down.
Right.
Give the police itself a voice. That institution has no voice.
Okay.
And that is not a justification for what we are doing. You must, feel, get their feelings. Okay, what do we have to do this work?
All right, we have to, unfortunately...
Those ones that have been involved in extra-legal means corruption.
Right.
The leadership of the police must also take it seriously, that the internal oversight system work, and they should also publish the punishment. They should make it public. Nothing should be...
Exactly. Oh, all right. Let's go on a break. We've been speaking with the former Lagos State Commissioner of Police, Fatai Owoseni, and been helping us understand the perspective of the police. When we go on a break now, we come back, we'll speak with Shegalink. Stay with us, we'll be right back.
You can watch Your View on TVC every Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. Nigerian time on DSTV channel 418, GOTV channel 27 and channel 47, StarTimes channel 121 and channel 307, Play TV channel 801 and channel 190, UHF 49, Sky channel 515 for UK viewers. Watch live on Facebook at TVC Connect and on our website tvcentertainment.tv/livestream.